Everybody, Shawn Holsinger here from holsinger-shop.com, bringing you another nymph video this week. A tiny nymph. I've been on a kick where all my flies have been getting smaller and smaller, and this one fits right into that box. This one's called the Black Flash Midge, and it's just a very small mayfly nymph imitation, and it's going to catch you fish. So here you're going to see a picture of it, then the material list to tie it. Okay, here you see the Black Flash Midge in the vise. Very cool, very simple, little tiny pattern. Let's get into tying it. For a hook, I'm using a Holsinger's Fly Shop Scud Pupa hook. This is a size 18 I'm tying this one on. A nice tiny little guy. And a 2.0 gold bead on here. So just to get a little bit of weight, I've tied a few of these without any bead too. And I'm a Euro guy, so I gotta have my bead, but it would work great without the bead too. For thread, I'm using some Semperfli Nano Silk, this 12-watt black, nice small thread. For the tail on this, I'm gonna use a wood duck flank feather, and I'm just gonna pull off like 6 or 8 fibers here, just to make a nice little tail, and just bunch them all together. Lay them up on top and tie it down. And then I'm going to tie this around the bend. I think I'm going to like that length, so we'll just stick with it. Yeah, that's good. Tie it around the bend on this hook. I want some curve to this fly here. And just pull the butt sections off. There we go. Now we're going to put the body on here. For the body, I'm taking 2 strands of Crystal Flash, black Crystal Flash. And I wet them so they're sticking together. But just take 2 strands of it here. They might separate while you're wrapping around, and that's fine. We just want to cover the hook shank here with that Crystal Flash. And just start wrapping this forward. And you might not try to do nice side-by-side wraps. You might not get it perfect. This one actually is going well for me here, which is great. But again, nice side-by-side wraps. If you have a little gap in there and the black thread shows through, that's fine. It's small. You're not going to see it. The fish isn't going to see it. Wrap that up behind the bead, cut it off, set it aside for your next one. Next thing I'm going to take is, I'm going to take 3 or 4 strands of Pearl Crystal Flash. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on top, pointing the tips out over the end of the fly here. And I'm going to lay it kind of at an angle like that. These are going to be the legs on one side here. So I'm just going to angle it over the top. So these go out to this side. And then I'm going to make a couple wraps back here to make my thorax. And there you see, I made a little bit of thread thorax. And I'm going to come in with, this is that feather duster that I use all the time, and I got a feather duster at Walmart. It's got that natural, nice little tiny fibers. This works great. Perfect size for on here. I'm just going to cut the butt section off of one of the fibers I took off. Tie that down. I can't suggest that enough. For like $7, you get a ton of ostrich herl that's really nice and natural color. So just take and wrap that forward. Just going to make a nice tiny little collar for us. You could use dubbing if you want here. Dubbing would work just fine too. I just found so many uses for that feather duster. Wrap that forward, cut it off, and then we're going to pull this Pearl Crystal Flash up over the top to make a wing case. So up over the top, make your wing case. I'll make about 2 wraps to wrap that in place, and then the 4 that I had over the side there, I'm going to wrap them, pull them backwards so they go back over the one side, and then I'll take the other side and pull it over so they lay down both sides right like that. Get that on there, make my whip finish, And as soon as there's my whip finish tool. Do my whip finish here. Oops, 2 or 3 little tiny ones. And we're all done. We'll cut the legs off on this and we're done. So cut that off, then pick all those legs. I want to go just a tad bit further than that ostrich herl, as you see there. I don't want big long legs. I just want a little bit of extra flash. And there you can see, nice flashy little tiny midge that's going to catch your fish. Okay guys, I hope you like this simple little fly. It's pretty easy to tie, and most of the materials you already have, except maybe one. And this is that feather duster I was telling you about from Walmart. Go get yourself one of these. This thing is awesome. I love the natural colors here, that dark gray. I've been using it a lot. There's actually a couple different shades in there that you can pick out, but it's small. There's a lot of small fibers on it, and it works great for tiny flies like this. So go get one of those at Walmart. It's a couple bucks, and you got a lifetime supply of ostrich herl there. So I really like that. Simple, quick, cheap little tip for you there. But anyways, guys, go small on your flies. The smaller you go, the more fish you catch, I promise. But you have to learn the rig to set it up. I'm doing a lot of floating the cider. Works great with small flies. It allows you to be in contact with the small flies and see the bite better. If you're interested in learning to float the cider, you're in my area and you'd be interested in a guide trip, hook up with me at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com, or if you want any of these flies tied, you can reach out to me there. I'd be more than happy to take you out on a trip or tie some flies for you. So, and if you need any materials other than that feather duster, of course, you get at Walmart. You can find them at our website at holsingersflyshop.com. So thanks for watching, guys. I enjoy bringing these to you, and until next week when I bring you another one, I'm Shawn Holsinger.